Hey everyone, Mine's here, and today I thought I would share the presence of my brand new Chiron freighter, Caldari freighter. This is my first freighter, and it has taken me quite a while to get it. As you can imagine, the skills required for it are they do take a little bit of time, outside of it definitely takes a little bit of time away from your combat skills and other necessary skills that you may want for mining or marketing or just other stuff in general. So what I thought I would do is take you guys on a trip with me, and I am going to be showing you how I do region trading. Now, there are many ways to do trading. Okay, you can sit in a station, you can put in buy orders, wait for those orders to fill slowly, sometimes, and turn around and sell them at whatever the margin is that you can get in that same station. The other way is what I like to do is station to station, and there's other than station to station, it's region trading. So region buying in one region and going to a completely another region and selling. So what we're going to be focusing on is buying sell orders, going to another region, and selling to buy orders. Okay? And I'm going to show you a couple of tools that I use. Two of them are going to be absolutely necessary if you're doing any type of hauling of goods anywhere. And the other one is the tool that I use to find my trades. Alright, so I was actually thinking about doing this live stream, but until I get this bad boy paid off, I'm gonna stick to doing videos similar to this. So this is going to be kind of a long video. So kind of advise you get comfortable, and I plan on doing this beginning to end. So you're gonna see everything from finding the trades to packaging everything up and planning the route, buying everything, loading it up, going to the next station, buying more stuff, and then selling stuff along the way until we get to the very end. And of course, once we get to the end, like a good hauler's logistics, you can turn around and go the exact way you came and still make money. Okay, so that's the beauty of region trading, is no matter where you go, you can always make ISK. Okay, and if you've got the room and if you've got the money, you can always check out the contracts along the way. Those are always pretty good. But I'm gonna try and keep this under an hour, so let's jump into the first tool. First and foremost, before we leave Eve here to go to our browser, the one thing you should absolutely be familiar with as any type of trader or hauler that moves any type of items around is your starship, or your star map. Now, I have mine to show me the ships destroyed in the last hour. Okay, and you can find this under the I don't know what you want to call that. It's like a little cogwheel or gear. And if you have this little scroll bar here, geography and statistics. If you expand this, scroll down, and you have a bunch of other options. Pirates and police. Oops. pods, jumps in the last hour. Jumps we're not really worried about because we're going to get that in our other tool that I'm sure everybody's familiar with. But I prefer to do this one. Ships destroyed in the last hour, and I'll explain that why as well. Okay? And one thing I will say is we will not be doing set destination. I consider this to be the autopilot of navigation. It's useful, I guess, if you're in a shuttle and you're 30 jumps away and you just want to get from point A to point B really fast, AFK while you're doing it. I would never do that in any other ship except for a shuttle. Okay. So we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be plotting our own course for efficiency and to kind of make sure we are going in the right direction that is safe and beneficial for picking up the items we need. All right. So always be very familiar with this. This is your best friend. So let's go to. Let's bring it up here. All right. So the very first tool is, of course, you should be. I think everybody is pretty much familiar with this. .lan, evemaps.dotlan.net. Now, first of all, you can do region maps. These are helpful. I typically only use them to find certain systems for PI or ice belts. That's really all I use them for. Otherwise, I'm not really too concerned with it. But for what we need, our hauling, we're going to go to navigation. And then we're going to go to route planner. All right. So we're going to leave this. And we're going to go to the other tool that I recently found. I found it about a month ago. And it is evetrade.space. All right. I really don't know who came up with this. There's really I don't think I've actually seen, anyone claiming to who had built this, taking credit for it. But whoever did, thank you so much. I plan on doing a tremendous amount of tutorials on this because the possibilities and combinations of criteria that you can do makes trading, region trading, station to station trading absolutely endless. Okay, so at this point I'm really not worried about anybody copying me because, well, there's a ton of regions that I can go to. You can go to many different combinations, like I said. So for what we're going to do this, for what we are going to use this for, we're going to do region to region. All right, this is pretty basic. Okay, so I've been using this for a while. It uses cookies, so it remembers some of your past settings. Okay, only return profit above $1 million, and maximum budget of 2 million, 200 million, or 2 million. All right, so starting region. Currently, we are in Metropolis. Where are we gonna go? We are gonna go to. For this, we're gonna make it easy. Heck is region is. No, actually, we're gonna go to. We are going to go to Dodixie, which is in Sing. All right. So, cargo space. I'm not worried about cargo space. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and put. Let's go and put 200,000. And I'll tell you why. I'm only going to do 200,000. ROI. I typically leave this alone, and I'll show you on when we get to the next screen. Filter. I'm really only concerned with high sec. Yes, I don't care. We're going to do the Care Bear route. Really don't care. We're not going to do citadels because I don't want to have to worry about access. So we're gonna let this load here, and takes a moment. Once this little table, this table header here loads, you know that you're at least going to get some rows back. All right. So as you can see up here at the top, buying sell orders from Metropolis, selling to the buy orders at Sing. All right. And it basically just spits out everything else that you had set up for the criteria. All right, 90%. So we can sort by any of these rows. And ooh, look at this one. 168,000. Heavy water is heavy, isn't it? Look at this. Hot rolled to Dixie. Okay. This is why I love this tool. But depending on what you set all of your stuff to makes a huge difference. So like when I was talking about ROI, the reason why I leave this alone is look at this. So return on investment, 5.2%. Okay, obviously you're spending a lot, and 5% of 568 million is going to net you 8.7 mil. Okay, but you also need a freighter to move this. Okay, so we are going to, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to try and keep this under an hour. Normally what I would do in any case is I would take the first, about the first 10, about the first 10 rows, okay? So if we took the first 10 rows, that would give us, 10, 13, 15, we would end up roughly about 25 mil, okay? Not too bad. Now, alright, so I'm going to show you how to set this up, how I set this up. So we're going to take these first three. The very first thing I'm going to do is actually a tool so there's actually 4 tools, and it's a tool that actually you can't see right now because I have it on my phone. And if you are any Eve fan that loves to stay connected even when you're not at your PC, I use Neocom 2. That's on my iPhone. And basically, I will go to Market, and I will search for heavy water. All right, heavy water. And I will change the region. I know you guys can't see this. I can type in Dixie and it'll bring up the region. I will close the sell orders and look at the buy orders. So basically what you guys can't see is right now in Sing Botane system, there is, actually no, we're looking at Dixie. So at Dixie there's a buy order for 91,800 heavy water at 425. Okay. All right. So let's see. So we'll definitely be picking that up. So, but the thing that I'm most concerned with is making sure we're buying the appropriate amount, because obviously 420,000 water is a lot. So I'm looking at the buy orders, 91,000, and the one below it is the same price for 425 ISK a piece at 809,000. Okay, so I think this is going to be a pretty safe bet. And then heavy water and spirits. God. Out in Metropolis, I don't know what it is about spirits, hollow reels, antibiotics, and electronic parts. I mean, this region is just absolutely littered with them. Oh, I almost get sick and tired of looking at them, even though it's just, it doesn't matter what you haul, it's just, there's just a lot. So, alright, so we are, alright, so we're going to take these first three. Alright, I just wanted to let you guys know that whenever you're using this, whenever you are using a tool, use a second tool to double check and verify the prices. Okay, doesn't matter what tools you use two of them to verify the prices. All right, that is crucial. I can't tell you how many times I've made that mistake. Oh, I bought too much, or I bought at the wrong price because the tool wasn't up to date. All right, so I'm going to show you how I set this up. We are going to plug in these systems into .lan. All right, so we're gonna go back, and right off the bat, the very first thing you're going to do is look at the system that you are currently in. I've done this many times where I forget to do this. I get everything plotted, and next thing I know is I'm out in BFE for some reason, and I can't figure out why. Because yeah, always put your starting region or your starting system. All right. So the other one was, I think, HORD. Nope. Hold on. HODR. Hodrolled, right? Hodrolled. And then velour. So we'll add that. Come on. Add. There we go. Velour. So we'll add that. And then Frietladur. I love the names of these. This is Frietladur. Alright. So I know for a fact, so I'm gonna kind of sort these myself. I know for a fact, since we're in here, I think this is the next closest. I believe it goes like that. So alright. We are gonna do the fastest route. And let's see what this does. Okay, so we're gonna hit optimize, and look at that, beautiful. Okay, so it's gonna take us down and around, something like that, or actually that's kind of backwards. Oh, actually we forgot one. We wanted to land at Dodixie, right? Very important. We kind of need our end station, right? And Dodixie, I believe, is the very, yeah, we're going to want to end there, okay? Alright, so obviously 43 jumps is a lot. And I'm also looking at the, not so much the jumps, this one is, Eyster is normally pretty high, but I am going to look at the kills, okay, and this is going to be within the last 3 hours. So Dodixie, alright, so what I'm going to be doing is looking at, so let's go back to here. So Frietladur, I'm pretty sure that is the, yep, okay. So Friet is 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps out. Okay, so let's make sure we can get to this one. So we're gonna go back to our star map. So bring up our star map, and we're going to add our first waypoint, which is going to be Hilfhermer, alright, and then I was pretty sure it was Matarat, and then, so for some reason, and this is why you really need to double check some of this, and I'll show you. So Bangvabur, so it's taking us through here. So starting, going down, Mataret, and Bongvabur. Okay. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. So we can go here, and this jump looks shorter, so it should be slightly faster. But Friedlander is our first stop. Okay. All right. So the next thing we're gonna look at. So we're gonna go back to. All right. So Friedlander. What's our next stop? Villur. Let's see where Villur is. Right here. So let's jump 13. All right. So let's take a look at that. Let's see. And by the way, I have the list on the other side of my screen. So we are at Friedlander. And then we're going to go here. Sorry if I butcher some of these names. I'm sure you understand. Ooh. So this is on our list. So this is also the other good thing about planning out your route by hand, adding these waypoints rather than, going here and hitting set destination. Because if you do that, you're less likely to look at the map, and you're just going to look at this, and you're not going to know what is actually going on in that system. So if by looking at this, we see here one ship was destroyed in the last hour. Okay. Alright, and that's also conclusive with what's showing up in .lan. Alright, and so our next jump is Alvadenzo. Would love to know who comes up with some of these names. And then Flost, and then Jondik. So far, we see that our route seems pretty safe. Hoping I'm not jinxing myself here. Alright, so then we're going here. Alright, and then Villur, right? Great. So, let's go back to... Alright, so we've made 12 jumps. So it says 12 jumps because .lan makes it look like it's actually 13. So let's see. So here is one thing that plotting your route by hand will give you a good idea of what .lan is actually doing. So we're coming down here through Villur, and it's having us go back up through Eyster. Actually, we didn't even hit Eyster, but why? Let's go take a look at this pocket. Well, it's not really a pocket, but why we are backtracking? Okay, because backtracking, we're kind of losing some time. So it has us going back, right? So it is Villur back to Etranor to Ulbra. Oh, okay, and then it has us coming back up here to Eyster. Eyster to what else? Oh wow, look at that. We can go from where to Heck. So that's also a nice thing is if we wanted to hit Heck on the way, can we actually hit Heck? Yeah, we can. So we can hit Heck if we wanted to. Add that into our route, but we're not going to. I don't want to get off course here. And then so we're gonna hit Vlad and let's see, our Ram, Mori, just want to make sure we're not doing some unnecessary backtracking here. So, let's see. 3 mil. Okay. Choices, choices, choices. Lure, delete. Alright. Lure to Dixie. Okay. So, let's actually... I am actually going to take Hydrold off of our list. Okay. So, here's what I did. I'm gonna make sure this video fits in appropriately here. So basically what I did was we're gonna hit Velour. We're gonna pick up more heavy water. Okay. So we're actually gonna, oh my god, that's actually our moneymaker right there. Ah. Oh, logistics, come on. You know what? Let's drop Velour. Let's see what that does. This was Hydrold. So these are some of the decisions you gotta make. Organize that. Let's see, so it was 25. What is this up to? 39. Alright. We definitely want the our moneymaker here. Okay. So, alright. Choices, choices. Shoot. Alright. Alright, let's get going. I'm gonna pick this up anyway. I know. I'm making a lot of indecisive choices, and indecisive choices is what gets you blown up. So let's get going. My loadout here. I've spent a lot of time just kind of walking through this, and we can probably do a lot of this. What? Oh my god, what am I doing? I don't need those. Alright, let's see. Alright. So, let's get going. So, come on. And yeah, I typically want to carry a smaller ship. Just to kind of get in and out of some small pockets if need be. So while we are jumping and aligning, or lining and jumping, however that goes, I'm going to take a look back at our jumps. You guys can watch that. I will look at our jumps. So Velour 2. Yeah, so I took out. So we'd be pivoting at Eyster without going to a Velour and going to Velat. Going all the way down. So where is Hydrold? Where's that even at? Hydrold. Where's it at? I don't see it. There it is. That's quite a few jumps just for... let's see, hold on. We may have to look at this. I may have to look at this a little bit more. I think we have a low sec jump that obviously I want to avoid. So right now we are going to velour no matter what. Where's it at? I want this right here. Albra. Let's see, go into Eyster. Alright, get that going. Eyster. Onto a RAM. Alright, so we'll be going here. So, we'll be going to that at waypoint. We would be a RAM. One ship in the last hour. You know what? I am actually not. I'm not gonna do that. So let's go back and look at our. Oh, all right. So the heavy water, I'm not gonna risk. I mean, that might be some good risk, but I don't want to get blown up on making this video. So velour. Actually, where is Freet? Okay, so we're still coming up on that. Velour, do Dixie. Let's take a look. Let's see what happens if we take. Let's take that out. And alright, 16 jumps. I can deal with that. Let's see, Freelodor. No, I'm sorry guys, I wasn't even showing you that. Hold on just a sec. Alright, so here's what I did. I took out, well, I'm still going to velour. And I took out Hodrold? Hodrold. I'm never gonna get these names. So Freelodor should be right after Rollin. Let's see. Yeah, see, we're not going that way. We're actually going through Roland, Asgeir. Alright, let's take a look at our map here. Let's see, so Asgeir. So there's Asgeir. Okay, I see where we're going. So it's gonna have us go from Asgeir to Voldenzo over to Anung. Alright, so I'm gonna get rid of this waypoint. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Alright. So I'm gonna add a waypoint up here. It's gonna add 6 jumps because we are gonna backtrack, which I'm fine with for right now. So let's go over to Angung. We're gonna hit buy one ship. And what's the next one? I think our only option. No, that's not our only option. It's only, what's after it? Was it Koli? 2. I think it's gonna be Del Toll, right? Del Toll. Wait, what? Oh, whoops. That was the wrong one. see. Yeah, always make sure you get these clicks right. Alright, so we're going to Del Toll, and I'm pretty sure we'll go to Alpha, and then we'll go to Ballet. Right, come on, click. Alright, Freelador. How many people are in local? Only 2, that's great. Haulers channel. There's been a lot of side chat in Haulers channel lately. But, you know, it's kind of a good thing. Let's see, Ballet to... Where's that having us go? Valade? I don't think I've ever taken this way. Valade to Dodixie. Alright. There you go, guys. That is how you plan your route. Now, what I can do, and I'll show you this, is now that we actually have our route planned, it's 22 jumps, okay? What you can do is you can go back in here, and so say since we are jumping to Freelador, we can come in here on the filter, and we can do Freet, right? So we're obviously picking this one up because we're going straight to Dixie, and right now, I'm only looking to pick stuff up along the way that is only going to Dodixie, okay? To the Dodixie system, that's it. All right. You know, if I wasn't making a video for this, I would probably go down the list and actually, you know, pick more of this up. All right. So like this. So there's spirits. So this is in the same station. Spirits. We'll buy more spirits. It's fine. This is going to, it's 2 different stations, but in the same system. I can deal with that. That's why I have the Tyra to do those short runs, since it's only about 9,000. Alright, so, sorry, I realized I wasn't even showing you, I wasn't even showing my screen that I was looking at. Alright. Basically what I was saying, guys, right here is you can type in the name. Okay, I typed in Freet, and it will actually give you all of all your buys. So I typed in Freet, and we're gonna stop at Moon 19. All right, Moon 19. We're gonna dock. And so let's get back here. Freet, so spirits. There's some on Moon 11. So yeah, I mean, and this is going to Dixie as well. See, I mean, you can really, where's that, Moon 19. For the sake of the video, I'm not gonna pick up these others because I actually kind of just want to get in and out. We got 21 jumps, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. So this is one way to do it. Is to, you know, really kind of pick things up along the way. That's normally what I'll do. Plan a route from A to B, and then just kind of look at the systems. You know, hey, I've got Levati coming up. I would actually go back into my browser here, my tool, and I would type in, what is it, EIL, right, EILU, okay, so obviously in the next system I can pass it and there's nothing there. What about the next one, as a gear, so there's nothing in that one. Evil. Nope. Evil. So yeah, look. Evolved Denso. So there's some stuff in here too. We can choose to pick this up to Dixie 20, Moon 20. We might heavy water. Yeah, we might actually pick this up. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll pick that up. All right, let's take a look real fast. Freet. All right. So in Freet, we were going to pick up 45,143. So we're going to do two of these at 43. Sorry, 439.30. All right. So those are spirits. Let's go to our market. Yeah. See, I've been hauling a lot of spirits. So maybe down here quite a bit. All right. 439.30. All right. So this is one thing that you actually have to keep an eye on when you're looking at the tool. Again, this goes back to verifying prices. Okay. So before you even buy some of this stuff, I've already checked it. You know, buy some of this, verify the quantity and the price that you're going to be selling it back at. So it looks like 458. I think we were selling it at 502 and 498. So both of these would actually be really good to pick up. So we will actually pick up all of these. 43505. And these are actually bots placing these damn orders. I know that because I pick up the same exact amount every single time. 53505 every single time. What's this next one? 53. See, look, it's already back. Alright, look at that. It's already back. So, I will not pick that. Why would I pay more? Good lord. Alright. So, 53,505. So, we'll pick that up. Oh, God, why did I just do that? Alright. It's me not paying attention. Moon 11. Alright. So, we gotta make a unnecessary stop, I guess, to another station in the same system because of one of my mistakes. Really didn't want to do that, but since I paid for it and I'm here, I will go get it. So, very important to check the prices. The prices and the quantities. I cannot stress that, too much, especially as a hauler, especially as a station trader, and especially going from region to region. It takes a lot of time, a lot of ISK sometimes to go from one region to another. Also a lot of risk. So you want to make sure those numbers are as close as correct as possible. A lot of times these will be really spot on, and other times, they'll be off a little bit, but it's pretty fine, especially out here. Spirits, hollow reels, antibiotics, electronic parts, stuff like that it's very abundant. A lot of stuff to move around. You just really got to go and get it. Pick it up because a lot of this stuff is spread around, but the margins aren't bad. It's about $1 million to $2 million in profit for as little as 10,000 meters cubed. I don't think that's too bad, especially if you can pick up, 3 loads of those, 3 of them, and get from point A to point B in a faster ship. I think it's definitely worth it. I was doing this last week, and I think my highest amount. Let's see, I've been doing a lot of traveling, so I've been sitting in a hotel with a lot of free time, and I think the most I've made doing this within about, I think, 5 hours was about 150 mil. Of course, that was no interruptions. That's literally going from station, buying this, picking it up, and moving on. Yeah. So there is a lot of money to be made. You just gotta be able to get everything everywhere efficiently, okay, without wasting a whole lot of time. I mean, as you can see, just setting this up, I think we're running at almost a half hour. Um, so yeah, I mean, it takes quite a while, and it also takes quite a while to do 21 jumps. Um, so I think, given that, I'm going to. Let's see, we got these. I know there's some other ones, like right in here. Voldenzo. You can pick some stuff up there. I'm actually going to skip it. And what's this one? 2, 6. Alright. So, and actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to skip I'm actually gonna. I'm not gonna go to velour for the sake of the video. I want to try and make this as short as possible. So let's remove this and remove that, and we're just gonna get on with our way. Shoot. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to Voldy. So okay. Great. So we'll go down here. Why am I going to Frost? Okay, I don't know why we had a detour right there. Alright, so we're down to 11 jumps. Yeah, this is pretty silly. We're only hauling, 50 mil worth in our freighter. Ton of risk. But for the sake of the video, you get the point. Okay? Platting, using the marketing tool along with .lan and plotting everything yourself, it obviously gives you a way to pick up where you currently are in system at that station and pretty much pick an endpoint, and then you can plot your route and find things to pick up along the way and make more money. To me, I think that is probably the most logistically sound way of doing region trading, from I guess a cost perspective. I know, believe me, there's a ton of other ways to do this. I'm sure there's going to be other people that have many other ways. You saw the tool. There's many different ways to configure it to get other outputs and different variations, different regions. You can do station to station. It's really, you can do region to same region. I've actually done that before too. I've actually done metropolis to metropolis in that tool, and you basically get everything that you can buy at the sell price and sell at the buy price anywhere in your system. You would, if you do that. I haven't actually done it to Jita yet, but I've done it to Metropolis because I've actually spent quite a bit of time in Metropolis lately, between Metropolis and Dodixie, because it's really only 8 jumps between Dodixie and Heck. You would actually be surprised how much money you can actually make just within a jump or two. Earlier today, I actually made 1.1 mil with one jump because I went to is it Nakugard, and bought a bunch of items from one individual station, brought it back to Heck, and sold it. It took 5 minutes. Okay, there's not really too many ways you can make 1.1 million in 5 minutes. In Eve, if you were just to snap your fingers and say, okay, 5 minutes from now I'm gonna have 1.1 mil, without actually putting something up on the market and actually hoping something actually sold within 5 minutes. So I think you guys might actually get the point. I mean, yeah, it's fun. This is what I like doing. There's some risk involved, obviously. This freighter is actually about 24 hours old. Um, yeah, so right now it's my big expensive baby that I'm hauling, that I'm using to haul around to make about 3 million in profit. Um, it's quite silly, but I wanted to show you guys this. I wanted to show you guys how I haul in region trade. I don't see too many videos out like this. There are a lot of good videos out there. I know Marquee Dragon does a lot of hauling. The only thing is his are drawn out, oftentimes 3, 6, 8 hours long. There's nothing wrong with it because he posts all of his streams, but he's also not showing you some other little pieces, such as the tools he uses to find his trades and whatnot. At least that I've seen. The videos that I've seen, I haven't actually seen him do that. Although he will, actually buy it, set up the trade, and then I think the only thing he really doesn't do on screen is the actual haul, and that's for obvious reasons for stream sniping and whatnot. So, without further ado, I do want to make one announcement. If you guys have made it this far, and I appreciate it if you really do, I do have my own corp. Right now there's only 2 of us, and I think, pretty sure the one guy in here has not logged on in like a month. So I'm really only, it may say 2, but it's really 1 until he comes back. But Veilside Industries is my corporation, and it is open to anybody new, old, somewhere in the middle, whether you're learning or you're looking for something new. Everybody knows there's not a right way to play Eve. So what we're going to be focusing on is mining. I do have quite a bit of experience with one of my other characters in mining operations. So I plan on getting that set up. We're going to be starting, of course, up in high sec until we can get enough people to join in, get some operations going, get some experience out, make some money, and then I'm going to be putting up a couple of stations, Rotaro, for some inventions, and probably another Rotaro for straight up manufacturing. And hopefully my big plan is to move to low sec. I actually kind of like low sec. That's actually where a lot of my experience is with. Not so much with nullsec. I'm starting to venture into wormhole space, but I'm not quite interested in wormhole, living in wormhole life just yet. But nonetheless, if anybody is interested, honestly, drop me a line, and I'll see about getting you in. I won't see about it. I'll probably just add you anyway. But until then, I think you guys get what I'm showing you. Leave a comment down below. Definitely if you want me to do anything else in more detail, if I didn't cover it quite correctly. I'm pretty sure in my rambling I may have made or said a mistake in any chance. Please point it out. Let me know. We're all here to learn. This is what I absolutely love about these big ships. is the warping while still aligning. My next big ship, I want a bowhead, and you know, just to watch it turn and warp at the same time. Anyway, I go rambling again. Anyway, guys, thank you for dropping by. I greatly appreciate it. You know, I hope you learned something. I'm still learning, and I hope you guys definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I definitely have more hauling videos that I wanna do. I've got a few combat videos, not on this character, but from another character I'm gonna be posting here soon, and yeah, might be going over some industry stuff. I'm still working that out. He's got this is kind of a baby character, so he's coming along good. He's going to be strictly mining, hauling, and industry. It's going to take a little while, but yeah. Again, if you guys are interested, want to help me out, you know, join the court. Love to have you. All right. Until then, fly safe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.